In this video, I'll be talking about the 6 different types of documentary. Okay, let's start with poetic documentary. This documentary type uses arranged footage, which is in an order to grab the audience's attention through using tone, rhythm, or spatial juxtaposition. Here, take a look. Next we have expository documentary. This documentary type constructs a specific argument or point of view for the audience. These documentaries can also use a narrator throughout. Here, take a listen.
And the seaweed simply dry to a crisp. It can be a wait of many hours before the water returns.
Next we have observational documentary. This style of documentary uses lots of different cameras and lots of different camera angles to capture subjects uninterpreted. What this means is, the director doesn't have to step in and ask questions or interrupt the subject.
It's the dating website, so you see pictures.
It's a school with a history.
When I arrived, it was known as the worst in the UK, and that's one of those educational badges that people don't want.
Next we have participatory documentary. This style of documentary uses subjects that have been invited to participate in the filmmaker's film, usually by being interviewed. Here, have a watch.
Who would you want to fight in an ideal world? What would be your...
Fight anybody, to be honest. I said to Mick, I said, anyone you fancy. I said, anyone who'll fight, get them.
When I said he was temperamental, you can see it come out of him now, can't you? Because he's worrying about, is he going to be fighting on the night or not? And he shouldn't be doing that.
Next up we have reflexive documentary. This style of documentary doesn't focus on the subjects, but rather the filmmaker and the audience, showing the man or woman behind the curtain. Here, take a listen.
And people would say to me, oh, you'll never make it, you have to be born there, you have to know someone. And I remember being literally, 13 years old at my bar mitzvah when the rabbi has to say what you're going to do with your life. And he said, Eli Roth is here, today he's bar mitzvahed, and he's going to be I remember him like adjusting his glasses going, a motion picture producer director.
Finally, we have performative documentary. These style of documentaries focus on the filmmaker's involvement with his or her subject, using his or her personal experience or relationship with the subject as a jumping off point for exploring larger, subjective truths about politics, history, or groups of people. Here, have a watch.
Best. I fell in love with winning. This love has brought me so many places and has taught me so many things. It's brought me across the world, from Latin America to Africa,